Hey, good afternoon, folks. It's Captain Chandler with your police department here with Rich and Taylor with a Community Connection live update for you. And to get started, we have Rich with the weekly update. Rich, how is or was this week?
It was a little busy this week, Cap. We had a good week, though. Nothing really major, thank goodness, but some good numbers this week. Looking at September 21st to September 27th, getting right into it. 1,043 police calls for service, 65 fire calls, 20 crime reports, 128 arrest charges, 553 traffic stops, 177 citations, 22 non-injury crashes, and 4 injury crashes. The crash numbers have leveled out a little bit the last couple of
Yeah,
weeks,
very
even though we've
nice.
missed doing some lives, but
Mhm.
we'd still like to see those getting a little lower if we could.
Yeah, it's nice to see those under 30. And it looks like our officers are out stopping a lot of cars, but they're really just giving a lot of warnings. And sometimes, folks, you don't have to write a citation on a traffic stop. You can just give a warning, and typically folks realize that they did something that they likely shouldn't, and they'll slow down or wear that seatbelt or put that phone down. But there are times when citations need to be issued, and they did that 177 times out of the 553 opportunities. But good work from our team. Awesome stuff.
And onto the crime reports: 7 family disturbances, 5 frauds, 3 thefts, a couple of property damage, and you see the rest there. So, not a terrible week on reports this week.
Yeah.
And in the arrest charges, some real good proactive numbers there at the top this week.
Mhm.
36 driving on suspended or revoked driver's license, 26 simple possession of drugs, 22 warrant arrests, 11 possession of drug paraphernalia, 10 no DLs, and you can see the rest going down the line there. DUIs are creeping up a little bit, as they do often around as we get closer to the holidays and the fall season.
Right.
So,
Yeah, a lot of good proactive work from our team, and really to keep Mount Juliet safe, our officers stay very, very proactive with whether it's our license plate recognition program or just them out there patrolling and looking for violations and making stops. They find a lot of crime through their proactivity. And the majority of people that are arrested in our community don't live here. About 98% of folks arrested for crimes live outside of the Mount Juliet community. And you can see there on this list a lot of firearms recovered where either a felon was in possession of a weapon, there's 2, and then you see possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, 3. Those are likely drug related from what I've seen in our officers bringing in firearms to put in our evidence vault. They are recovering a lot that are in the hands of people that shouldn't have them, and those people are being charged, whether they're a felon or they are in possession of a dangerous drug. But great work from our team. Proud of the work that they do, and they really work hard to keep this city safe. And there's results with it. And we do have a very safe community.
and getting into our neighborhood and school zone traffic enforcement, hit Hickory Hills, Willoughby Station, Park Glen, and Jackson Hills this week. Pretty heavy. 43 stops, 23 citations, and 2 arrests out of those neighborhoods.
Good stuff.
And on to the Guardian Shield program. Top 3 stats everyone really likes to see is the stolen cars at 168 recoveries, stolen plates at 69 recoveries, and 114 wanted persons since the program's been in place.
Yeah, just yesterday it helped us recover a missing juvenile teenager, 16 years old, out of another city in the Middle Tennessee area. And that plate was associated to this person's missing entry in the National Crime Information Center database, which of course sends the hot list to our system. When that car entered the community, our officers were alerted and made a stop on that vehicle. There was also a 19-year-old in the car who was wanted out of Nashville. So the system just yesterday helped us recover a missing runaway teenager and a wanted person out of Nashville. So wonderful stuff from Guardian Shield. I see some folks joining in. A question here from Ashley. What is implied consent? And Ashley, implied consent is related to DUI arrest and where the individual does not voluntarily give consent to get a blood draw to determine the blood alcohol content in their system. And so when that happens, a search warrant is then obtained to then obtain that blood and get the alcohol content for the case. So When we get our driver's license, we basically sign some things that allow us to basically give permission to do this. And when you don't, you get charged with implied consent. Georgina joining in with a happy Friday, and Kenneth with hello, and Gloria just happy Friday as well. And some kind words from Donna. She's thanking us for all that we do for us every day, and she covers us in prayer every day. Donna, thank you so much for keeping our team in your thoughts. Taylor, you have an important BOLO where we had a vehicle burglary and theft of a vehicle, right?
Yeah, so on September 21st, there was a stolen vehicle from Jerry Mundy Park. It was not late at night. It was about 7:15 in the evening. So I just wanted to share this information with the community. All tips are appreciated, and you can see our anonymous tip line there at the bottom, 615-754-8477. Unfortunately, the keys were left in the vehicle in the center console. So what these suspects are doing are just wiggling door handles and seeing if they can get into the vehicle. So with fall break, not spring break, with fall break coming up, I just wanted to remind everybody, if you're going to be out of town, if you're not going to be, by your vehicle, by your homes, please make sure to lock those items, lock your cars, lock your homes, because what these criminals are doing are just wiggling door handles and car handles to try to get in. And unfortunately, that's what they did in this situation, and they were able to, obtain the vehicle. So, if you have any information, or if you were in the park around that time and you happen to see something, please just give us a call to our anonymous tip line so that we can, further the investigation. So you can see the number right on there. Like I said, it is anonymous, so any information would be valuable in this case.
Right. And folks, when we see vehicle burglaries, there's different ways it happens. These criminals target areas where there is a great reward. So they like to target large parking lots like parks, where people are typically going to leave their purses or something in the vehicle. They target gym parking lots and even daycare parking lots. And then the overnight stuff is what we call car hopping, and they go car to car, just pulling on the door handles, trying to find one that's open so they can burglarize it. And that's typically done overnight, the 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. time frame, when it's dark, early morning hours when the car hopping occurs. Our numbers with vehicle burglary and theft are extremely low compared to previous years. We contribute that to our officers' hard work, but also the license plate reader program we have in the community. While crime can still be committed, it's very difficult to commit crime in our community. Stuff does get in, and we don't catch everything, but we do limit a lot of crime that occurs, and we prevent a lot of crime that occurs in our community. But I don't think any community is going to be 100% safe. We just try to make it as safe as possible and work towards that. And this is one of those things on September 29th where they went into a parking lot of a park and found a vehicle that was unlocked, and found a vehicle that still had the keys in it. And so they found that unlocked car, found those keys in that car, and then drove away with it. But if you know anything, please let us know. You can see the information there is on the screen. You can pause it to continue to read if you need to after this broadcast is over. But just trying to find the suspects, and our investigators continue to follow up on leads. But the best thing you can do, always leave that car locked and remove any valuables out of the vehicle, right? If you can't remove them, lock them up in that car, hide them in the vehicle, put them in a trunk. You want to reduce the reward for the criminal. They're going to look in there, and if they see something of value, they're going to take the next risk to break into that car if they need to, if it's not unlocked. But Taylor, thank you for sharing that information. All good stuff. I want to talk about a couple of events coming up. We have National Night Out Tuesday, October 3rd, where we partner with all the different agencies in Wilson County. We will be in Lebanon at Don Fox Park in the evening there. I believe, Rich, it starts at 5 and goes till about 9 o'clock. Don Fox Park in Lebanon. We'd love to see you out there. If you can't, we also have another event in the Mount Juliet community on October 12th called Mount Juliet Safety Night. This is going to be a great event from 5 to 6. There is a sensory hour. So there's no lights, no sirens, no music or anything stimulating during that time frame. So children who, don't need a lot of stimulation, they can come during that time frame. So we're including everyone. But then after 6 o'clock, from 6 to 9, you'll have the live music. You'll have all the police cars lit up, and you'll be able to meet different people from different agencies. We're also going to have Lebanon Police, Wilson County Sheriff, our fire department, Tennessee Highway Patrol, and other agencies joining us from Wilson County EMA down to Rehab 23. Everyone joining us October 12th. And then what's also nice about this is you can come by and get dinner that evening. Volunteer State Bank is providing a complement of hot dogs, chips, and drinks and snacks for everyone. So stop by Thursday, October 12th from 5 to 9 o'clock. Meet our staff, meet other staff who keeps this wonderful Wilson County safe, and grab dinner. Look forward to seeing y'all. And there's a thing called Pickles for Pups, October 7th. This is not a police department event, but it's something that benefits our animal control. It's a fundraiser where they're doing a pickleball tournament. So if you're interested in that, it is October 7th at Charlie Daniels Park, and it starts at 7 in the morning. I will not be there at 7 in the morning. Rich, will you?
No, sir.
Taylor, I know you're a golfer, but do you play pickleball?
Never have.
Never have me either. It looks fun. It honestly does. And
It looks
it's
fun.
It's a new activity that's picking up very strong. It's popular now. And luckily our community has nice pickleball courts down at Sergeant Jerry Mundy Park in the Belinda City area. And we also have nice courts at Charlie Daniels Park on the north side of town. Halloween 5K for Hope and Parkinson's Fun Walk is taking place, sponsored by MJ for Hope. But all the benefits of that go to Lieutenant Kenny Hudson with our fire department. He was the firefighter who was risking his life trying to put out a fire and got trapped and got burned during the fire at Glass Creek Apartments. And all the proceeds are going to help benefit him. So you can register, sponsor, and donate at mjforhope.org. And if you like to run, participate. It starts October 28th at 9 a.m. in the morning. And it's when the 5K run and fun run walk begins at Mount Juliet Middle School. So we hope to see you all there. Our police department, our community service team, reserve officers, we will all be out ensuring that it's a safe event for everyone and keeping it coordinated, parking smooth, and the run route nice and free of traffic. Halloween's also coming too, folks. It's hard to believe. It's about to be October, and Halloween in the park is October 21st, Saturday at Charlie Daniels Park. Always a wonderful event. Our Parks Department does a great job with it every year, with any event that they do, but Halloween in the park is just a huge event, huge event. And then also on October 21st is the Extra Mile with our for Down Syndrome Awareness Month. And we're always grateful to partner with them. And we will be out in Lebanon at the fairgrounds October 21 for the Extra Mile, as we always get to hand out the award medals to all the participants. Very, very rewarding thing to participate in. And I'll let Rich talk a little bit about our weather this weekend.
Yeah, so it's actually looking pretty good this weekend. Overnight lows are fairly seasonable in the upper 50s, low 60s. And during the day, not terrible, not like it was this summer. We're averaging in the 80s during the day. In the morning and in the evenings, we're looking kind of foggy, so be careful. Watch out for those patches of fog out there. Make sure you don't use your bright lights. Just use your regular lights, because the bright lights make it worse in the fog. But just drive cautious in the fog. But otherwise, it's looking good this weekend. So far, they're not calling for any measurable precipitation through the weekend and into early next week. So it should be a pretty weekend this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some great weather for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And high's not too bad. We're below 90. That's a good thing.
Indeed.
Yeah, awesome. Got a question from Mickey about what the event was about the dinner. That's at Mount Juliet Safety Night, Mickey. Volunteer State Bank is providing hot dogs, chips, and drinks to everyone. So if you don't want to participate in anything at Safety Night, at least come by and have hot dog, chips, and drinks that evening, Thursday, October 12th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Charlie Daniels Park, really all surrounding the amphitheater area. Right, folks, if you have any questions, type those in the comments. We'll be glad to get to those, as always. Here's some comments. Sharon left us a heart. Sharon, hope you're doing well. Gerald, good afternoon to you too. And TJ just saying, happy you guys have a safe afternoon, and thank you for all the hard work. TJ, appreciate you. Don left us with a heart as well. I don't see any questions. Taylor, what's happening with y'all this weekend?
It's a big weekend, Captain. We're celebrating Oakley's first birthday.
First birthday. What's the theme?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Okay.
Yeah, just like fall pumpkin.
I gotcha. So you, Oakley, and Bob are going to be dressed as pumpkins?
No, we are not going to be dressed as pumpkins, but she will be dressed up for Halloween in the park.
Okay, good. Well, what's the attire?
I can't tell you because there's competition and she has to win.
Okay. I got you. Is this where you and the husband wear the same kind of
we
matching
are all
thing?
involved in the costume. I will tell you.
Okay.
That
I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see it. Rich, what you got planned?
Oh, I'm going to be working tomorrow for a little while. Got some guests coming tomorrow to tour the police department from Switzerland. They're officers from Switzerland.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be kind of cool. And then I'll be out working tomorrow day a little bit. So it'd be a good weekend this weekend. Couple of quick shout outs. Foremost, wanted to wish the fire department a happy 10th birthday. So FDMJ, happy birthday to everybody over there. Super excited for you guys. And just want to do a quick shout out to everybody. I know we've missed several weeks. We've just been so busy. So shout out to everybody that's been real supportive of us over the last several weeks. We've had several of our regulars come by with some food and some beverages and taking care of us the last several weeks. So too many to name, but just a big blanket thank you to everybody that's been taking such good care of us this summer. So thank you to everybody that's always taking care of us like they always do. Our church,
absolutely,
business partners. So it is definitely appreciated, and you do not go unnoticed.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to do a shout out to, I see Lieutenant Cawthorn commented, and I know Captain won't brag on himself, but they just completed a really intensive 22-week police school. So congrats to them. I know it was very taxing.
Thanks,
so we're super proud of them for that.
Yeah, typically it's a 10-week in-person course, but Lieutenant Cawthorn and I did 22 weeks online. Most of the other students in the class all over from the nation, that's all they had to do. But Cawthorn and I maintained our full-time jobs and also completed this Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command. So it was pretty intensive. I don't know if most folks noticed, but because of that, I've been a little bit less visible, trying to focus on the academic side of everything and ensure I make good grades throughout and finish. And thankfully, Cawthorn and I are finishing very well. And I'm just grateful to be able to go through it with a fellow coworker. But I am so grateful to be done because every evening for 22 weeks, I've been working on coursework for that and through the weekend. And now I get a little bit of a reprieve and a break. Of course, a lot of change with our department coming up. You have our Chief of Police, James Hambrick, retiring in December. New Chief of Police, Michael Mullins, taking over. I'm stepping into the role of Deputy Chief of Police. And we're going to transition a little bit with the communication side of things, with some partnerships with City Hall and City PIO Justin Beasley, and hopefully getting another PIO on board to start helping with a lot of the communications. Rich, Taylor, and I are all still going to be involved. We'd like a whole department approach to how we build relationships with our community. And it's just not any one person. It's when you first come through the door, it's our record staff. When you make a phone call, it's our dispatchers. When you interact with our officers on the street, our volunteers, our command staff, each of us are here to serve our community and also maintain good communication. But hopefully anything you'll see from our department will continue to be of excellence as we continue to all grow into a new chapter of Mount Juliet Police. There's a lot of good things coming. We broke ground September 1 on our new police headquarters, and they're about to start doing a lot of the excavation coming in October. And it's probably going to be about 2 years until we see this building constructed, and then we have to move in. But all super excited. A lot of change, but change does bring a lot of opportunities for our staff and our community. And What will not waver is our service to the community. We're going to continue to make it better and better and strive for excellence as we serve each and every one of you in our wonderful city that I call home, that a lot of us call home. And we just love Wilson County and Mount Juliet. So thanks, Taylor, for that shout out.
Yes, sir.
And for all y'all do. I know y'all, Rich and Taylor and everyone else, when all of us are busy doing other things, we take on an additional burden. Y'all do take on that additional burden to cover for where we are short in, and certainly appreciate y'all covering always.
It's our pleasure, Captain.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Deputy Chief.
Not there yet. Yeah. Well, what's the acronym we're going to use?
DCTC.
I gotcha. What's the acronym y'all use now? Yeah,
don't
y'all don't want to tell me, right? I gotcha. All good stuff. I'm glad we're one big happy family. I don't see any questions in here, but if you have some questions, please type those in, and we'll be glad to get to them. I'm not sure what that means.
That's Joe trying to be funny.
Okay, I gotcha.
Congratulations on your promotion, Captain Chandler.
Yeah, I see that from Gerald. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Gerald. I meant to say hi to Gerald, too. What's up, Gerald?
Hey, Gerald.
There he is.
Yeah, Joe said it's a New York acronym. That's pretty accurate.
All right. Well, good deal. Rich, Taylor, and our community, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. If there's anything that you need, you know what to do. Just give us a call. Our officers are here for you 24/7. So is our dispatchers and clerks and everyone here. We just want to serve you as best as possible and keep this town as safe as we can. And we'll see you soon. Take care.